بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Gabriel Al Romaani and welcome again here on Peace TV to the premiere, inshallah, of this course, Defense Against Disaster. Teaches you how to respond to common attacks from missionaries, from people who are trying to corrupt and deceive and lie and take things out of context, out of proportion when it comes to Islam, and trying to confuse the masses, be it Muslims or non-Muslims, so that they do not commit to Islam, so they have doubts, so they leave Islam. And we said that we started this quite some time ago, and it's an endeavor that's running under icraa.org, and we provide articles that go in depth. So what I'm teaching you right now, what I'm telling you right now, it's quite basic still. Even though it might seem a little bit advanced, it might seem like it's the first time you've heard it. Alhamdulillah, if you go to our website, you find a lot of articles that go in detail, and we do advise you to go back to this. In the previous episode, we talked about the preservation of the Quran. And you see, if the missionaries and those who want to attack Islam, the critics, if they attack the Quran and they successfully confuse people, right? This is the book of Allah. If people are confused, their iman, their faith is in danger. So we want people to be protected from that. We said that the Quran, the simple way, the proof is there, brothers. You don't have to get into a debate or go into history, even though the information is there. But the reality is that the Quran was always memorized. Until today, the proof is there that it's memorized. So it's not something that you need to, like in Christianity, to draw a parallel to prove that the scriptures were found in the year so-and-so and it was part of the canon, and none of that. Even though we have our proof and we can go and debate. But you see, in the reality, people always debate the historicity of things, how events took place. You always have some opinion, some opposition, and so on. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as He told us, إِنَّا نَحْنُ نَزَّلْنَا الذِّكْرَ وَإِنَّ لَهُ لَحَافِظُونَ. And indeed, we have revealed this dhikr, this Quran, and indeed, it is upon us to guard it. Allah took it upon Himself to guard it. You know, is this a statement only? No, the Quran is a living miracle that today you find that it's guarded. Who guards it? Hafiz. A hafiz is called a guardian, a person who keeps it, who memorizes it. Go to any masjid. I challenge you. I'm almost positive that there's a 99% chance that you'll find a hafiz in each community in this world. I'm talking about every city. And if you don't, if that 1% comes in play, you will at least find amongst all the people that they know, if you put them all together, all of them somehow knows at least this many chapters, they all come and they have the Quran with them. This is in memory. Of course, they have the book. And as we said, the Quran was also in parallel preserved through writing at the time of the Prophet ﷺ, so that people don't get confused. While the Prophet ﷺ is there, Zayd ibn Thabit heard it from the Prophet ﷺ. Abdullah ibn Mas'ud heard it from the Prophet ﷺ. The Sahaba, Ali radiallahu anh, heard it from the Prophet ﷺ, learned it from their mouth. We have many hadith and many narrations who talk about that he learned from the mouth of the Prophet ﷺ, this many surahs and this many surahs. And not just that, they all witnessed it. They prayed behind it. The hadith where the Prophet ﷺ was praying and one of the Sahaba came and prayed next to him, the night prayer. They knew which surah it is because they named the surah. They knew what he's reciting because he's saying, he went to this surah, he finished the surah, and then he went to the next surah. So this person knows, he recognized. They knew it, they recited it. Ahlul Sufa, the people of who were not so rich, mashallah, they came to the masjid, their sustenance was, mashallah, provided, and they were dedicated to reading the Quran, to memorizing, to learning, mashallah, and students of knowledge. See, the proof is very clear. You don't need to get into confusion about this. And as we said, the compilation, when it came to writing, Uthman to gather the Quran so he can send it with the different reciters, it was open in the public. People came, and then he requested people to bring their copies and bring their whatever they've written on. Smart, genius